Chris Evans, but more importantly, Gabby Roslin is back!
It's nice to be back, coming back to a job like this and a programme like this. On the show this morning, Chris Isaac and Dave Stewart. Plus, I'll be talking to Rhys Daniels. He's going to be here in his first interview since his pioneering bone marrow transplant.
Wow.
We test 4 motorbikes in the boot of a car. Gordon Burns tests Zig and Zag's Krypton factor. Plus, Paula tests Rob Newman and Dave Fadil's bedroom factor.
Whoa. Gabby, it is lovely to have you back, and to celebrate the fact you are back, we're going to give you a TV first. And the views at home. We're going to present a bird's eye view of the Big Breakfast.
Oh, wonderful.
First of all, camera 1 is on a local sparrow. We've fixed it to the head of a sparrow there, perched on a lonely branch of a silver birch about to shed its leaves for autumn. Camera 2 is on the head of a seagull that's kindly obliged. It's swooping in now there. There you are. Hello, Mr. Seagull. That's a beautiful thing. And camera 3 is on a blackbird. But unfortunately, that blackbird fell ill-fate to a cat earlier on this morning and is now dead, lying on its back, which is a bit sad. But anyway, Gabby, are you ready for anything this morning?
Well, yes, I'm ready for anything.
Are you sure you're ready for anything?
I'm sure.
It's time for your spontaneous joke involving a Brussels sprout bag. Go for it, Gabby.
Here's Peter Smith with the news.
Good morning. These are the main stories on Monday, September the 20th. Hate campaign as little Laura fights for life. Keating tells the Queen she's not wanted down under. And Mansell makes motor racing history. Laura Davis's mum has been sent hate mail after allowing her daughter to undergo a second multi-organ transplant. Fran Davis has been accused of dragging out Laura's suffering and treating her like a guinea pig. The little girl from Manchester is critical but stable following the latest surgery in Pittsburgh. The Queen says she'll take advice from Australian ministers over their plans to sack her as head of state. She heard the news in a private meeting with Aussie Prime Minister Paul Keating, who wants his country to be a republic within 8 years. 3 policemen are in a stable condition in hospital after being burned in a booby-trap gas explosion. Detectives believe the officers were deliberately lured into a house in Risca in Gwent, where the blast happened.
It appears that this was rather a bizarre trap set for them. A gas pipe was found hacked in the back kitchen, and there's evidence that the explosion was set off deliberately.
British survivors of a coach crash which killed 2 people in France will make a second attempt to return home today. Yesterday, a specially chartered plane crashed on takeoff. Fortunately, no one was seriously hurt. An unmarried British couple are being thrown out of the United Arab Emirates for living in sin. Peter and Yvonne Wade were originally jailed for a year, but their sentences were quashed on appeal. Israel's Supreme Court has refused a new war crimes trial for the man once found guilty of being death camp guard Ivan the Terrible. John Demyanyuk was cleared on appeal, but Jewish campaigners wanted him tried on different charges. He's expected to leave Israel soon. The British TV thriller Prime Suspect 2 has picked up one of America's top entertainment awards. The miniseries, which starred Helen Mirren as Detective Jane Tennyson, won an Emmy in Los Angeles, beating off competition from America's biggest TV networks. Nearly half of British 17-year-olds can't find Bosnia or New Zealand on the map, and 1 in 10 doesn't even know where Britain is, according to a new survey. Nigel Mansell has made motor racing history, becoming the first driver ever to win the World Formula One and IndyCar champion at the same time. In a typically aggressive race, Mansell took the Nazareth Grand Prix in Pennsylvania to take the title with 1 round to go. Eric Cantona settled the top-of-the-table clash at Old Trafford to keep Manchester United ahead in the Premiership. His stunning free kick left Arsenal keeper David Seaman clutching fresh air 7 minutes before half-time. Former West Indies captain Viv Richards celebrated the end of his first-class career by helping Glamorgan to the Sunday League title. He scored an unbeaten 46 against Championship rivals Kent to give the Welsh side their first major title since 1969. Now the weather, a mainly wet day across the country. Temperatures around 16 centigrade, 61 Fahrenheit. A high chance of rain everywhere. It's 7:04, back at 7:20. Here's Chris and Gabby.
Peter, we feel great today. How do you feel?
Battle!
Pardon?
Pretty good.
Oh, good. All righty, Peter, yes. It's 4 minutes past 7, as the man says. On today's entirely manually operated show, videos are us. We help a pop band out by shooting a big-budget video starring Vic Reeves on this show today. And celebrities are you. We show amateur photos of E17 and worlds apart.
Ooh.
We certainly do.
Now, whose birthday is it today?
Well, it's Sophia Loren's, dear. Yeah, now, normally we have a lot of famous birthdays, but we can only find this one, really.
So beautiful.
So we've got a lot of info about her. Let's talk about Sophia, shall we? Yeah! OK, then. She never wears purple because it's bad luck, she says. She's obsessed with shoes. She thinks of shoes as a sculpture. She always beat Richard Burton and Peter O'Toole at Scrabble. And that's about it as far as we know about Sophia.
And she still is very, very beautiful.
But also, she's been in prison.
Has she?
Yeah, she's been in prison. She's in prison for 2 years, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I just thought I'd throw that one in. I can't remember what for, but for tax evasion, I understand.
Oh, right. Oh. OK. Right, have you been in prison? No. If it's your birthday today, give us a call. Give us a call, 081 985 1111, or fax us 081 985 2222. Say happy birthday to you in the birthday bit. Now, coming up between now and 9, enough games to prove we could host the Olympics right here at the Big Breakfast. At 7:30, we give away a fantastic Sonic bike in Whose Washing Line Is It Anyway? Way! At 7:50, we'll play Highland Fling, another ridiculous viewers game. Way! And at 8:30, we launch the final week of Guess Who's Coming to Breakfast. Way! Can we do that? Rewind.
Rewind. Can we have a rewind there, yeah?
Oh, they were. Oh. Slow-mo.
OK, it's 7:06. It's a brand new week, so what do we have in a brand new week?
A brand new family.
Let's meet the brand new family!
Good morning, we're the Ashton family from Sheffield. I'm Rosemary, I'm married to Gary. We've got 4 children, Louise, Jenny, John and Joe. Well, Gary's an air patrolman. He's worked for the air for 18 years now. His job involves going out to people who are broken down and doing roadside repairs. Well, he started off juggling with beanbags, 3 beanbags, and that got a bit boring for him after a while because he got really good at it, so I bought him some clubs for Father's Day. He brought a banjo home just out of the blue one day and decided to learn to play it. He taught himself.
I'm Gary. I'm 38 and I'm the dad of the week. Rose is a great wife. She likes ice hockey. She goes most weeks. Rose is great at doing dance routines, especially when they score a goal.
Hi, I'm Louise and I'm 16.
Yeah, Louise is an Avon lady. She does the door-to-door canvassing. She also likes maps for some reason. She likes city maps of city centres with streets.
Hi, I'm Jenny and I'm 13.
Well, Jenny's very enthusiastic about everything she tries. She throws herself into it. She's been doing St John for 7 years now. She started as a badger and worked her way up to cadet, and now she's a corporal. She plays a tenor horn. She's been playing it for 3-4 years now.
Hi, I'm John. I'm 10.
Well, John's very, very untidy. He's a real slob. He goes to Boys Brigade. He's been going there for 3 years. And he enjoys that.
Hi, I'm John. I'm 6.
Joe's into collecting things. He collects everything. He collects buttons, bus tickets, coins, trolls. Trolls were his first collection. He's got quite a few of those.
This is Chris and this is Gabby. In your face!
What an absolutely wonderful brand new family, and they are from Sheffield. You saw Sheffield there on the map. But before we find out a bit about Sheffield, Joe, come here. Somebody come here. Joe, smile. Look, you've got no tooth. Where did you lose your tooth?
In Germany.
In Germany? Did it just fall out, or did somebody pull it?
My dad pulled it out.
Your dad pulled it out. Did it hurt? No. Oh, that's all right then. Okay, on with the stuff about Sheffield. Okay, now I've got a question for each of you, okay? Mum, first of all, what's so special about this year for Sheffield?
Well, this is Sheffield's centenary year.
Ooh. Congratulations, Sheffield. Okay, John, hand up right. How big a city is it?
It's 4th largest city in England and it's got a population of over 500,000.
Really? 4th largest? I didn't know. Dad, why is Sheffield just like Rome?
Because it was built on 7 hills, same as Rome.
Bet you didn't know there was so much to learn about Sheffield. Now, Louise, why is the football team so special?
The world's first football club, Sheffield FC, was founded there in 1844.
Who's that? We've got another one as well. Jenny, is Sheffield a very pretty city?
Yeah, it has more woodland than any other city in Britain.
You're joking? Well, but thank you very much for all of that. And not only that, you are a very, very, very famous family from Sheffield, but there are other famous people that come from Sheffield. We've got pictures of them there. Sebastian Coe, Marty Kane, Joe Cocker, Human League, Def Leppard, I don't know, and the Family of the Week. Isn't that incredible? A round of applause for the fantastic Family of the Week. Yeah. We are going to have a good week with them. Now, you do have a lucky charm here, apparently. Where's your lucky charm? Do you have a lucky charm? Oh, can we have your lucky charm in? That's your lucky charm.
Rub his stomach for good luck.
Can I? Yeah. It's a good week for you lot. There we are. That's a nice Buddha. Right, now it's time for Dennis at 10 minutes. 15, an absolutely brilliant. Dennis there, yes, but where did the mechanical shark come from in the first place?
I don't know, I didn't see that, I didn't get that either. Oh. But it doesn't matter,
Absolutely brilliant. Now, still to come this morning, the very latest pop news in Snap with Dave Stewart and Chris Isaac. Wow. And Videos Are Us. We make a special pop video to promote a band who really need it. And Rhys Daniels will be here, the little boy who fought for a life-saving operation and won. He's going to be here telling us all about it with his parents.
He most certainly will, my lovey, my love, my
and
lovely.
And also the birthday dip.
Birthday dip, get your points out now.
Thank you.
Pink one, birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday once a year.
Happy birthday to Vicky Mitchell, who's 37 from her sister Christine in Newcastle upon Tyne and getting this message as her only gift.
Oh,
Vicky!
No, I'm sure not. I'm sure there'll be more. Happy birthday, Pam Oak. Hello, Pam, from the Barley Mow in London, who is 28 today and is getting a meal out from her boyfriend. There are so many pubs in Britain called the Barley Mow.
Happy birthday from Thomas G, who's 5 today, Sutton Coldfield, from Mum, Michael and Robert. And the present is a globe.
Oh, lovely.
That's a really nice present.
There's a survey out today that says 1 in 10 British school children can't find Britain on the map, on the globe. So hopefully he will be after that present.
Tell us.
Yes, happy birthday to Elliot Mail, who's 8 today, from Mum and Dad in Bristol and is getting a light bulb.
What? A light bulb?
Only joking, Elliot. You're getting a snooker table.
A light bulb, I don't know.
Now it's time for today's question of the day. As everyone knows, it is physically impossible to sneeze with your eyes open. So today's question of the day is... Question of the day again there. Thank you. Is what is it impossible to do? What do you think it's impossible to do? Somebody here claims that it's impossible to blow a balloon up whilst having a wee. Wow. How they've discovered that, we have no idea. But anyway, it's 7:17.
Yes, and our people in the phone room are ready to take your calls.
Yes, call us on 081 985 1111, or if you can find the window, fax us on 081 985 2222.
Thank you very much for that one, Dan. Now the question about the clip is name that tune, but remember, don't phone it.
It's just for fun!
I'm wearing new Up and Go to help me with my potty training. I can do anything in them. Mountaineering, high jumping, reading. And they got this stretchy stuff called Elastic Fit, which keeps them really snug. So pulling them up and down is easy peasy. So, get up and go.
New Up and Go. Makes training easy peasy.
Welcome back to the Big Breakfast. How are you this morning? I hope you're well. The question about the Clippers, name that tune, and the answer Beethoven's Symphony No. 5, and that was clipped from Beethoven's Symphony No. 5 in the shops now for $14.99.
Well, hey, today's the day in 1839 that no, not yet. Thank you very much. That a British Army officer was rained on by live fish in Calcutta. I'll say that all again, shall I? Just in case the viewers didn't get it. Today's the day in 1839 that a British Army officer was honestly, truly rained on by live fish in Calcutta. Now, that kind of thing would never happen here, would it, Gabby?
No.
I don't think so.
No. Never happen here.
Yes, see? Thank you.
Right, yes! Do you want to win an incredible Sonic bike with a stylish glove accessory?
Yes,
then all you have to do is play Whose Washing Line Is It Anyway?
Yes.
And you dial this ear number.
It is.
And the number is 0891 333311. You probably can't read it on the bike, but I promise you it says that, and caution costs no more than 25 pence, and that's the bike that you could win.
Now, that may look like a small bike, but in fact, Johnny is 12 feet tall, and that is a big bike. It's 7:20 now, and here's Pedro with the headlines and the weather.
Top stories this morning. Poison pen letters have been sent to the mother of transplant toddler Laura Davis. Fran Davis says some people have accused her of prolonging Laura's agony by letting her have a second multi-organ transplant. The Liberal Democrat conferences opens in Torquay today. Party leader Paddy Ashton says they're ready for the big time after by-election victories in Newbury and Christchurch. Property deals have helped make porn king Paul Raymond Britain's richest man. His fortune is now estimated at £1.5 billion. That's 10 times more than the Queen is said to be worth. Europe's Ryder Cup stars are ready for the Americans at the Belfry this week after filling 5 of the top 7 places in the Lancôme Trophy. Welshman Ian Woosnam took the first prize in Paris, his second win in a month. Now the weather, a mainly wet day across the country, temperatures around 16 centigrade, 61 Fahrenheit, and rain very likely everywhere. 7:21, we're back at 7:40. Here's Gabby.
Thank you very much, Peter. Now I'm outside with the mum of the family of the week, Rosemary, or Rosie as it said. Can I call you Rosie? Yeah. Thank you very much. Right, we want to know the family facts, if I may. First of all, about you. What job is it you do?
I work as a medical lab assistant for the blood transfusion service.
Wonderful job. If you could choose any other job to do, what would it be? What would your ideal job be?
I'd like to be a sumo wrestler chaperone.
A what?
Looking after sumo wrestlers.
Why do you want to do that as a job?
Well, they look as though they need looking after. They've got a vulnerable look about them.
Vulnerable? These enormous men with the flabby bottoms hanging out of their nappies?
Yeah.
Well, you want to put the nappies on them? Or...
Oh, no, not that bit.
Just look after them,
Yeah,
feed them their food.
Feed them, yeah.
Okay, if you say so. Some strange jobs people want to do. Tell me about your house. What sort of house is it?
It's a 3-bedroom semi.
How long have you been there?
About 7 years.
7 years, right. And we're not going to ask you about carpets and curtains. We're going to ask you about ornaments. What's the worst ornament you have in the house? Or maybe it's your favourite?
Well, it's my favourite. Gary hates it. It's a sumo wrestler.
Oh, what a surprise. And yes, here we have same-said sumo wrestler. And please, may I turn it round? Because that's the bit that we all like to have a giggle about, the sumos, don't we? Okay. Now this. The family loo roll.
Yeah,
Tell me about your loo roll.
This is a recycled loo roll from Germany. We're still using them. We bought them over there.
Oh, really? So it's a German recycled toilet roll?
Yeah.
Nice and soft to touch. And family food.
This is Gary's favourite food.
What is it?
Vegetarian pie.
Okay, I've got to cut it open. That's a lovely meat pie, it looks like.
It looks like meat. No, it's vegetarian.
It's a veggie pie, is it? That looks nice. I'm going to save that one for later. Thanks, Rosie. Sumo wrestlers? I don't know. Now it's time to go upstairs for Zig and Zag and the Crunch. Sumo.
Monday.
Put that cross on bed and watch the telly!
Monday. Hello, viewers. Zig and Zag here once again in the back
And me.
room. That is you, Zig and Zag. For Zig and Zag.
And me as well.
Zig and Zag and him.
You're
All right.
Zig. Yeah.
Zig and Zag and him. And we've got Gordon Burns coming to join us today.
Gordon!
Gordon Burns from the Krypton Factor. Gordon Burns is 51 years old.
Good about Gordon Burns'
Doesn't look like an age over 50.
What's that?
Gordon.
Oh, no, that's Gordon the Gopher.
Yeah.
It's Gordon Burns. Gordon Burns. Gordon Burns. Krypton Factor.
Zig!
You know the Krypton Factor. Oh, God. He's very famous.
It's lost
Anyway,
on him.
Gordon Burns is 51. You wouldn't believe he's 51.
He doesn't look a day over 50.
Right. Now,
Behave.
today's a very special day as well because, of course, it's your... Oh, stop it!
Zig, yick.
Thank you. It's exercise book day today because we've been asking you to send in your exercise books, but one per pupil, please, and also exercise books that you don't need because we can't return them, can we?
No, we can't.
We can't return them.
Too expensive.
Yeah,
Unless you put £20 in.
Zig!
Who's this one from?
That there is from Ashley and Fraser Bennett.
Ashley and Fraser.
Yes.
And this is their English prep book, isn't it?
Indeed it is.
Do you know which school they go to? Do you know?
That's actually Fraser's book. Well, they're from Lancashire, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know what school.
Okay, but this is very special, this one, because it's not so much what they put in the book, it's what their teachers put in the book. Because their teacher has got an obsession with them correcting their corrections not properly, okay? Bottom of here, in the red, the comment from the teacher says like this. See me. Number 1, correct clamorous again, carefully. 2, corrections still incomplete. 3, correct congregation and acrobats now. Okay?
Ooh.
Then you go a few pages on, and the teacher's still obsessed. See me, once again, says the teacher in red. See me. What is the point of incorrect corrections? Okay? Then you go on here. And finally, for now, see me. Can you read? Question mark.
Oh, no!
You have not corrected G of last prep, nor G exercise 1 punctuation. Also, you have not added to 3 discussion. Correct your corrections once and for all.
Well, Chris, how about this? How about giving them a zag correction? The first one correct, the correction mark, to make them feel better.
Okay.
Okay, this is it.
That was a big tick.
Yes, indeed. Big tick for you.
Zig, it's not fair, that, is it? What she just put there? It's not fair.
It's a bit rough. Chris, of course, it's all part of the learning process. Indeed it is.
Hey! Look, everybody! I've got a torch!
And why have you got a torch? Why have you got a torch? No, it's for the krypton factor later, that's why. Okay. Now, we've also got some...
Chris, I'm going to win that krypton factor thing.
Because we're going to play the krypton factor.
Say hello to Gordon!
I'm going to win.
It's not Gordon Burns.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Okay.
Come on, keep it together. Stop it. Do the mad male, Chris. You're losing it.
Okay. As you can see from the photo, I bear an uncanny resemblance to an alien of your show. But I can assure you it's me. This is from Simon Day.
Chris, look at this, what I got as well in the mad mail.
This is a zigzag sweep from
It
Brazil.
is indeed.
Who's
It's from Richard Scott. And he's aged 25 and a quarter.
Thanks,
and he
Richard.
got that. They're from Brazil.
They're very bad for your teeth sometimes!
Stop it!
Chris,
at the Clippers. What happens next? Remember, you two better pluck up your ideas.
And now, my anonymous nemesis, let's see who you are behind that mask of yours.
Rev up for split-screen action on Super Nintendo. The race is on in Super Mario Kart. Each driver has his own technique. Each track, its particular dangers. Cut the corner, jump the barrier, but watch out for the driver behind. Skill alone will determine the winner in Super Mario Kart, only on Super Nintendo.
I'm wearing new Up and Go to help me with my potty training. I can do anything in them. Mountaineering, high jumping, reading. And I got this stretchy stuff called Elastic Fit, which keeps them really snug. So pulling them up and down is easy peasy. So, get up and go.
New Up and Go. Makes training easy peasy.
And now, my anonymous nemesis, let's see who you are behind that mask of yours. Oh, a twist!
welcome back to the Big Breakfast viewers. And the question of that clip was, what happened next? And the answer was Batman set the sprinklers off. And that was from Batman, which is on Channel 4 tonight. We're at about 6 o'clock. Sorry, John. Now, playing for this in a moment. But now, it's time for more of your responses to the question of the day. And today's question of the day is, what is it impossible to do, in your opinion? I have two here. And this one is from Paul Smith in Luton. Lovely seats, Paul. Thanks for your call as well. It's impossible to touch your left elbow with your left hand. Yes, it is. It's even more difficult to lick your left elbow. John, could you just oblige me there? Thanks. Thanks, mate. Yeah, okay. Completely true. Tim Gouger from London. It is impossible to belch and blow off at the same time.
No way! I can do it!
We were trying it all Saturday night and none of us could do it. All right then, thank you. Keep them coming. What is it impossible to do? Great question. 081985111 or fax 081985122. This question could run and run. Now, it's a washing line game. Here's the washing line. Here's the brand new family of the week. Here they are. It's the first. And who's on line one?
Chris, it's Steve.
How are you, Stevie boy?
Great.
Okay, somebody bring the bike in and show him what we're playing for. Clue number one, Jenny, what have you got here?
Compass pointing west.
A compass pointing west. Something to do with going west. That was nice.
Going west.
What? Yes, that's right.
Is it the pop group?
Oh, a pop group, yes. Yes. Actually, whip it.
Is it E17?
Sorry?
Is it E17?
Oh, no, you were right there, but you just have slightly the wrong generation. Anyway, hello. Who's on line two?
Hello, it's Lorraine.
Do you want this bike, Lorraine?
Yeah, all right then.
Okay, then. Okay, here's clue number two from Dad of the Week. It's Gary.
Pet.
It's a rabbit. A pet rabbit, yeah. Pet rabbit. Something to do with going west and a pet rabbit, and the answer is my lovely, my love, my lovely, my sweet.
Pet Shop Boys.
It is the Pet Shop Boys. Currently at number 2 in the charts with their single, which is called Go West. That is a pet rabbit, and they are the pet somethings. Louise, what did you have? Shopping bag thing, Pet Shopping Boys. Red herring from Mum. And finally, 2 little boys, you see? The Pet Shop 2 boys. Thank you very much indeed. Now, who has moved my script from its new place on top of the washing line? It was all going to be lovely and slick and it was going to be there. Anyway, never mind. Still to come, invent a game. We play the Highland Fling, which means the royal family get a nice dinner and Johnny the Gamester gets filthy once again. But first, I'm off to join Gordon Burns in the bathroom for a very special edition of the Krypton Factor.
Whoa! Whoa!
It's Gordon Burns from the Krypton Factor. He's in the bathroom. Yes, it did. I've just got this letter, Gordon, from Mensa. Yeah, yeah. I sent her an application form. It came through, within a day or so. Really.
Can I open it?
Yeah, have a look there. Yeah,
see what it says inside.
Isn't that what it's supposed to say, Alan?
Mensa.
Because that's it. It's supposed to be impressive, isn't it?
Dear Zag, congratulations, etc., etc.
Yeah, John Mensa, that's great. Yeah, it's just a thing.
It doesn't actually look like it's from Mensa, does it?
Yeah, no, it is, definitely. Yeah, they do. They handwrite all the letters. Thanks, Al.
Looks like a crossed-out letter to me.
What is Mensa? Yeah, forget it. Anyway, yeah.
Hello.
Oh, Chris,
Hi, Chris.
I remember Mensa now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I heard that it was a bit of a fake letter, but there you are. Must have just been a rumour. You got a famous for 4-line intro?
Famous for 4-line intro, yes, indeed.
Gordon Burns, here we go.
51-year-old Gordy, that's right, yes.
Oh,
Not a
nonsense,
day
rubbish.
I'm
Do I
sorry,
look
Chris, it's
51?
true.
Do I look it?
51-year-old Gordy Burns is the host of the Krypton Factor, which started its new series on the 6th of September.
That's true.
The show has been running for a staggering 17
No!
17, I'll say it
You can
again.
see the bags under
17
my
years.
eyes and the grey hair.
And at one point, the ratings actually hit 15.5 million.
No!
Very recently, yes.
Wow.
Let's have some questions on the cards.
Questions
Question
on the
number 1.
cards. As my brother just said, the Krypton Factor has been going for 17 years. How long have you got left?
After this show, probably not very long at all.
That's true.
Question number 2.
Question number 2, Gordon Burns. Gordon Burns, can you tell us what exactly is the Krypton Factor?
Right, the Krypton Factor, we're looking for somebody who is excellent at mental and physical tests, I'm sure you two would be, and somebody who's a Superman or Superwoman, and of course the planet that Superman came from was Krypton.
Are you serious? That's where it comes from.
Yep, that's it.
Question number 3. Gordon Burns, can you tell us, apart from Krypton, do you have anything else in common with Superman? Red tights, perhaps?
Well, actually, I do have red tights.
No, it's too hot for us to handle. The press will be all over us again, and we have enough of them already. Well, now Gordon's here for a very special reason, because Manchester's all right, and Granada's all right, and the Krypton Factor's all right.
Yes.
But it's nothing like the special edition of the Crunch Krypton Factor.
Yes. Right, so here we go then with the special Crunch Krypton Factor this morning, and there are 3 contestants. Let me introduce the contestants to you. We have Zig, we have Zag, and we have Chris. Right, straight in then, straight into round 1, which is a mental agility intelligence test put together. Now I have some puzzles which you're sitting on, Chris. Right, I'm going to hand out these puzzles. There's one for you, Chris. There's one for you, Zag, and there's one there for you, Zig. Now these are numbers all jumbled up, 1 to 15. You've got to rearrange them so they run 1 to 15 consecutively. You've got a maximum of 30 seconds, and the time starts now. And they're off, and it's happening, and it looks like Zig's virtually there, and the others. No, Chris is in trouble here, Zag's in trouble, but Zig looks like he's finished already. Stop the round. Yes, he's done it. Look, he's done it. There we are. Hold it to camera. It's all done. 1 to 15 consecutively. And as Chris and Zag have failed to finish, Zig wins the round with a maximum Krypton Factor.
What's going on? What's going on?
This is embarrassing.
So great start then, great start for Zig, but can the others come back in this next round, which is general knowledge. So, general knowledge. Now, you've all got torches there. The first one's a buzz and the light goes on in their face. We'll answer the question. 3 questions coming up. Here's question 1. Are you ready? Lights dimmed.
Yes.
Question 1. History. On which part of the Solent was the ancient Tudor ship Mary Rose discovered in 1982? Any answers? And the light's on, it's Zig.
Bottom!
It's correct! Well done. Right. Lights off again, ready for the next question. Absolute silence here. Entertainment. Name one of Rick Mayall's comedy shows. And the lights already on, and Zig.
Bottom!
Is right again!
Zig!
Wonderful! Right, good stuff. Right, final question. It's literature. The following quote, this is a tough one. The following quote is from Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream, who said, "If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thine." Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. It's Zig again. Zig's in first. Yes, what's the answer?
Bottom!
It is bottom!
I can't believe it!
Absolutely brilliant. Well done. So maximum points again to Zig. And so with
Did
one...
you give him the £100?
Yes, I did!
With 1 round to go, Chris and Zag have a lot to do here to catch up. Zig, Chris, we're going to go into our physical ability round. We've got a special assault course lined up. What do you have to do? Right, Zig, Zag, Chris, what you have to do is to race from here into the kitchen, collect something there that reflects your personality and bring it back here. It's a race. First one to do it gets the maximum points. Are you ready? Go! And they're off and they're into the kitchen. It's all over. It's back. It's back. Zig has done it. Zig is back with, what's that, an egg whisk. Right, it's all over. And that was a record time as well. And it brings us to the end of the contest. And so the winner this morning, with a record Krypton Factor of all time for 17 years, with a Krypton Factor of 2,156, it's Zig. Congratulations. Congratulations.
It's embarrassing, Chris.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Chris.
What?
Embarrassing.
I know. Gordon Burns.
What? Thanks, Gordon.
Fantastic. You were absolutely brilliant. And, well, there's
I
always,
hate
there's always
losing.
the next contest.
Thanks, Gordon, but I hate
Next
losing.
contest. Don't worry about it.
Footballers love big breakfasts.
Kick off your morning with a big breakfast.
Game on.
7:38 here on the Big Breakfast. Chris!
What, Gab?
What happened?
Oh, well, I don't know. That Gordon Burns, he just spoils things.
Just weren't clever enough. Right, today's question of the day is, what is it impossible to do? Helen Morris from Barnsley says it's impossible to yawn without opening your mouth. You have to try that one. Lance Bedford from Hornchurch says it's impossible to take a photograph without closing one eye. Now, I don't know about that one. You have to try that one out. Now, the question about the clip is...
I can't do anything, Gabby. If you give it to me, I'll mess it up, so there's no point.
What kind of suit does the fairy make?
I'm ashamed.
But remember...
Don't phone, it's just a fart.
Here goes. To a rat and I abuse, your rags will turn into a suit.
Even when you're having a good time, your skin can be having a hard time. But now, thanks to Nivea Visage, it needn't show. Our new Energizing Vitality Cream, with its unique nanosphere complex, carries active ingredients that work to moisturise your skin, enhancing its look of natural vitality. So you're at your best, wherever you go for a spin. New Energising Vitality Cream. Naturally beautiful face care from Nivea Visage.
To a rat and I of mute, your rags will turn into a suit. Oh well, early days, early days.
John, get back on your camera.
Oh, you cruel man.
No.
7:41 here on The Big Breakfast. The question about the clip was, what kind of suit did the fairy make? And the answer was a swimming suit. And that was from Prince Cinders, out to buy on video next week, $9.99.
Coming up on this show, don't miss the motorbikes that can get you well out of a jam. It's 7:41 now, and time for the headlines and the weather with Peter.
Top stories this morning. Poisoned pen letters saying that Laura Davies should be allowed to die in peace have been sent to her mum. The Manchester 5-year-old is fighting for her life after undergoing a second multi-organ transplant in Pittsburgh. More than 1.5 million people have signed a petition calling for Sunday shopping to be legalised. Shoppers at 3,000 supermarkets yesterday backed the campaign for more flexible opening hours. A new survey claims most people in Wales are baffled by computers. East Anglians are the most computer-friendly, with 80% saying they make their lives easier. Wimbledon old boys Keith Curle and Terry Phelan will line up for strife-torn Manchester City against their old club at Selhurst Park tonight. And City's latest signing, Alan Kernahan, could make his debut. Now, the weather, a mainly wet day across the country. Temperatures around 16 centigrade, 61 Fahrenheit, and it's umbrella weather everywhere. It's 7:42. We're back at 8. Here's Chris and Gabby.
Thank you. Hi, Peter.
Hi, Gabby.
I missed
Welcome
you. I missed you.
Oh, isn't she wonderful?
Oh, and he's lovely.
A thorn
See you
between
later.
two roses. It's 18 minutes to 8. Today's question of the day is, what is it impossible to do?
Sarah Boards from Twickenham says, if you tie a scarf around your face across the tip of your nose, it's impossible to move it to your chin without using your hands. Scarf, please. Try.
Oh, no, it's going to happen.
Tip of your nose says it's impossible to move it to your chin without using your hands. Do you want me to tie it for you? You're right.
Just stay like that. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now see if it's impossible to move it without using your hands. Does it? All right. 7:43, and for the first time today, first time this week, we can all shout out, "Where are you, King?"
Okay, clear throats, chaps.
Hi ho!
Go! This morning, I'm on the A4 in Brislington. Yes, it's traffic jam time. Oh, give me a beep over there. Hello. Yes, my challenge this morning is to get seven dwarfs and Snow White into your cars and off to work. Can I do it? Are you happy, dopey, sleepy, grumpy, bashful or sneezy? Yes. Would you take one of these people to work with you? Well, personally, I wouldn't, but we'll have a go. See you later. Hi ho. It's off to work we go.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. 7:43 here on The Big Breakfast, and I'm joined by Louise, the eldest daughter of the family of the week. Now, you've got some incredible snaps here. Where did you take these photographs?
Oh, I just went to signing sessions and wait outside stage doors to get them.
So you probably guessed that she's got photographs of all sorts of famous people. Can we have a look through some of them? I'm going to have to ask you who they are, which is very embarrassing.
Colour Me Bad.
Oh, Colour Me Bad, of course. Sorry, guys. I know they watch every morning. Where was that?
That was at a record shop.
How come you're not in it?
Because I was taking photos.
You don't sort of come round the other side and take a photo, you know, get somebody else to take a photo for you?
No, it's too dangerous. They might run off with the film.
They might what?
Run off with the film.
Who, the person that takes the photo for
Yeah.
you? You're joking. They wouldn't do that, would they? Who's this? Who's that? E17?
That's E17.
Where's that? That's again at a signing?
Yeah.
And then who? Oh dear. I don't think he's going to like this photograph very much. There's Chesney Hawkes. Oh dear. Which is your favourite photograph?
That Chesney one.
That one? Why is that your favourite one?
Oh, I just like it.
You like Chesney? Okay, now there's another one here. Who's that?
Shadow out of Gladiators.
Ah, the Gladiators, yes. And then here's your last one. That's the guy from Coronation Street, isn't it? One of the twins. All right, now who would you most like to get a photograph of?
Sean Maguire.
Oh, from EastEnders? Yeah, do you think one day you'd like to be a paparazzi photographer?
No, but I am taking a photography course at college next week.
Are you? Oh, brilliant. Oh, well, good luck with that. That's fantastic. Good photos there. 7:45. This is Channel 4. You're watching The Big Breakfast.
The Big Breakfast.
The Big Breakfast.
The Big Breakfast.
You're watching The Big Breakfast, I think.
Thank you very much indeed. It's The Big Breakfast. We can do all that stuff. Thanks for this. This is lovely. Now, it's time again for Invent a Game, and your game suggestions have been flooding in views. Thank you very much for them. Every day on Monday we feature this spot. Today's game is a Scottish cracker. It's called the Highland Fling. Now, I'll just tell you what it's all about. It's dinner at Balmoral, you see, and the Royals are here waiting for their food, and there are the Royals. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. Games tester Johnny is the chef. Johnny!
Johnny!
Johnny, what are you doing?
Cooking.
No, can you go back there though? You don't need to come forward. That's fine. Okay. But he's forgotten to buy the haggis.
Johnny!
It's not Johnny's fault. He's just got a lot on his mind at the moment, which we've simulated with balloons that are full of dye. And here are the balloons that are full of dye here. That's a simulated haggis there. You see that? And two servants have bought some of these haggis in town. Here are two servants. There you are. Dan appearing in the West End any moment now, the minute somebody spots his talent. But there's no time to bring the haggis through the gate.
Oh, no!
Yes, it's true. They've got to take a shortcut and chuck them over the wall. Now, this is the wall here. Bit of a cheap thing, but there you are. It's all we could do at the last minute. And really, they shouldn't be able to see where Johnny is, otherwise it gets far too simple. So I'm going to hold it up later on. And it's Johnny's job then to protect the Royals from being splattered with the haggis. You see? Is that all right? No point scoring system, nobody wins and loses, but once again, Johnny hopefully gets really messy. And the guy, or the girl, who invented this is Kate Fletcher, and she's 14 years old from Evesham in Worcestershire. I believe she's on the line now. Kate, are you there?
Hi.
How are you?
All right, thanks.
Do you like the way it's looking so far?
Yeah.
And once again, we've got to ask you, what gave you the idea?
I saw the elastic rope from bungee jumping.
Right.
And then I thought it would be harder for the person to run. And then I kept adding things from that.
Wrong caller, I think. Different game. Okay, well, thanks anyway, Kate. Yeah, lovely. Good to talk to you. Anyway, should we play the game? Yes. It's 13 minutes to 8, and you've got a minute now to get the haggis over the wall, but not hit the royal family. Johnny, it's up to you, and your time starts now. Oh, the Royals have been splattered. Okay, once again. Oh dear, the Royals aren't happy. Not only is the blood blue, but so is the dye too. And oh yes, once again I forgot to mention the haggis throwing method is of course reverse throwing. Dan, you can't throw forward, you've got to throw backwards now. Come on, throw backwards. What, Johnny, don't let any more hit the Royals, otherwise you'll be in big trouble and never get that OB that you desperately hope for. Throw it back, Johnny, throw it back. Okay, and there's one more haggis to come over. I think you don't even need to throw this one, just go over that wall. Okay. Oh, and there it is. And we haven't run out of time, but we have run out of haggis, ladies and gentlemen. Now, who are the winners and the losers? Well, everybody here loses, and the viewers are the winners, yes. Thank you, Johnny the Game Tester. Thank you to our two beautiful servants, and thank you to the royal family. We're very grateful. We know you're very busy and don't often get together like this, but thank you very much indeed. And look, here's Princess Anne. Let's just check. Oh, well, I'm not saying anything, but the rims look like they're true to me. Now, some music news in Snap, Cackle and Pop.
Snap, Cackle, Pop. Yes, folks, it's National Beatles Day, and Snap, Cackle and Pop find out why the Fab Four's songs still make Dave Stewart weep with joy, how Hairspray gives you pop appeal and keeps you head and shoulders above the rest, and we chat to the cool crooner Chris Isaak.
I'm Chris Isaak. You can see my head, but I'm not wearing any pants.
Music news.
Isaak Mania is back as super cool Chris Isaak releases his new single Solitary Man. While his cheeky good looks and Presley appeal might make this bachelor boy one hell of a catch, he claims he used to be more Essex than raw sex.
When I started off like in show business, I didn't have this shining suit. I started off, all I had when I first started off, I had like a polyester jumpsuit.
As Chris explains, while he's enjoying his success, it does have its drawbacks.
Oh, you have to go someplace and you have to roll around with a woman who's probably only dressed in underwear. And people would say, you know, I wouldn't do that kind of work. Not for $1 million, I wouldn't do that kind of work. I'd be the last guy you'd get on the beach rolling around with a fashion model half nude. And people think, you know, what possesses him? Why would he do this? And I'll tell you, because somebody's got to do it so that you and the people next door can go on and live in America and be free. And I can show you that it's not all fun and games, too. I've got a little area right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm chafed.
Snap. Hot New York rockers Eve's Plum released their debut single Blue today, but lead singer Colleen is no showbiz newcomer. She starred in cult film Hairspray alongside pop giants Divine and Debbie Harry.
Good afternoon, Baltimore, and welcome to the Corny Collins Show.
I love the music from the Corny Collins Show. I thought it was great. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Colleen actually plays Amber Von Tussle, Debbie Harry's daughter in the film, and it's no coincidence that the band Eve's Plum have been compared to early Blondie.
A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, pony! Mashed potatoes?
I mash potato on stage sometime. It's just a natural thing. Everyone mashes potatoes. You can't help it.
Which one is that?
There's the one where you go like this, you know, with your feet.
Isn't
No,
that the
not with
chicken
your.
dance?
That's the chicken. It's the one where your feet go.
That's the one I like very much.
I do that a
Yeah.
lot. You just do it naturally. People do it all the time. Look around. Kurt Cobain does it.
You can catch the band's last UK gig at the Borderline in London tonight. Beautiful babe Nan Vernon has just released her own dreamy version of the George Harrison classic While My Guitar Gently Weeps, and you can't fault her taste in music.
Yeah, I suppose I'm a Beatles fan, and they're certainly fantastically psychedelic.
When ex-Eurythmic Dave Stewart heard her haunting voice, he knew she was destined for the big time and signed her to his record company on the spot.
It's got one of those voices, you know, the fragile but emotive that gives you a sort of a feeling, you know, an emotional feeling.
And if you're fans of the Fab Four themselves, you'll be happy to hear it's National Beatles Day. And to celebrate, the famous Red and Blue Beatles albums are being released on CD for the first time today.
The official CIM Gallup chart, number 5. Number 4. Number 3. Number 2. And at number 1 this week.
Boom, shake, shake, shake the room. Boom, shake, shake, shake the room. Boom, shake, shake, shake the room.
Oh yes, Jazzy Jeff, they're back. Yes, they're back. It's the first record for 2 years and it's straight in there at number 1. And for the first time in the history of the charts, there are 4 new entries in the top 10.
DJ.
Not really. Just listen to Radio 1 now and again. It's 7 minutes to 7. Oh, by the way, talking to Radio 1 tonight, Nicky Campbell's interviewing Cilla Black tonight. And he's already done it, and he's played some excerpts of it, and I heard them. And it's pretty raunchy. He talks about drugs and everything. So if you're not doing anything tonight, yeah, because she said, oh, I did try them. I tried these things and all this. It's on Radio 1 tonight. Discipline. Yes, not discipline, no. Well, maybe, I don't know. It's 7 minutes to 7. Plenty of singers out today there. And also, we have lots of new singers from new bands who haven't got much money, just enough to make a CD or a record or a tape, but not to make a video. But some might not catch the public's eye because of this, of course. So what they need is our help, you see. They need a sexy star-studded vid, a pop promo as it's known in the business. So being a nice guy show, Videos are us, you see? Yes. We can make one. We're here to help you with a brand new service. It's called Pop Videos Are Us. And here's a clip from a video we've made for Give It Up. Now, this is by a band, an unknown band called Cut and Move. They had the song, they didn't have a video, so we made one for them. Nothing, but it was a bit of fun and took 7 hours to do.
That was absolutely wonderful. Yes, I did enjoy that.
Was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it. Of course it was worth it. Are you sure? Yeah, we're sure. It's 5 to 8. Still to come on this show, we're going to be meeting Rob Newman and David Baddiel. They're going to be popping on the bed with Paula. And also we've got some more yoga happening in the front room. And we have some little motorbikes that can get, the stickiest of jams. And you're going to be talking to Rhys Daniels.
Rhys Daniels will be here live on the show, the little bone marrow transplant boy, which is great that he's going to be here. This is Channel 4. You are watching The Big Breakfast.
What else?
Eggs, bacon, sausages.
We chilling with The Big Breakfast.
The Big Breakfast!
Peace.
On Monday, baby made a son. On Tuesday, he had lots of fun. On Wednesday, he made a stickle tree, while his mum made his tea. On Thursday, he made a friendly face. On Friday, he built a great big place. On Saturday, he made a mess. And Sunday was his day of rest. Play school stickle bricks for your baby's first creations.
Yum, 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 yum.
Joe loves Campbell's meatballs, and they say we love you.
No kidding, Joe.
But Mum says, don't you eat too many, or you'll be a meatball too.
Take no notice.
But simply by hanging out with the meatballs, he becomes their unofficial ruler. The meatballs say, well done, well done,
well done,
well done.
All hail.
Campbell's meaty, beaty, bouncy meatballs.
That's us.
They're so much fun.
Now in bolognese sauce.
Yum.
Boys, are you sure I can't make you a sandwich?
Oh, go away, Mum. Explorers don't eat sandwiches.
Of course not, sorry. Sometimes you just have to rise above it and do the best for them. Like giving them Kingsmill. It's better bread, baked in the oven longer for a better taste.
I'm starving. What's that noise? Oh, look, wow. Oh, Scruffy.
Kingsmill. It really is better bread.
Doreen's having her saurine.
Can you tell the difference between surf and higher-priced liquids? Put it to the test on stubborn stains like ketchup, gravy, and butter. No liquid cleans better than surf because it's got all the stain digesters of other liquids. Look, no difference at all. Except it costs you less. That's the surf difference, and if you're not completely satisfied, we'll give you your money back. Surf tackles stains, cuts costs.
Welcome back to the show. It's Monday. Oh, yes, it is a Monday.
Beginning of the week.
Gabby's back.
Yes, hello, and
Paula's still here.
Hello.
Come on, a bit of thank you. Yes, all right. What's coming up on today's show? We discover how to accelerate your way out of a traffic jam and try out laser-powered lollipops. Oh, yes, it's true.
And Rhys Daniel, the little boy who fought for a bone marrow operation, and he's now well and on the road to recovery. He is going to be here in a few minutes' time.
And I'm going to be with the yogis, who are going to be showing us more yoga to help us relax and become serene. And I'm also going to be on the bed with Dave Baddiel and Rob Newman.
Woo! Woo!
But today's the day that thousands of slapheads are holding the Bald Men of America convention in North Carolina. Awards include the sexiest bonce or bald head, and we're delighted that some of the competitors have dropped in on their way today. Oh yes, good to see you all. And now, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it's somebody who's never going to go bald, but he is already great. It's Peter Smith.
Good morning. These are the main stories on Monday, September the 20th. Hate mail as Laura Davis fights for her life. The Queen told her reign is ending down under. And Mansell makes IndyCar history. The mother of transplant toddler Laura Davis has received hate letters accusing her of prolonging her daughter's agony. The little girl from Manchester is critical in a Pittsburgh Children's Hospital after having a second multi-organ transplant. Poison pen letters sent to her mum, Fran, say Laura should be allowed to rest in peace. The Aussie Prime Minister says he enjoyed his time at Balmoral after telling the Queen he wants to dump her as head of state. But according to some reports, there was a tense atmosphere when he announced plans to declare a republic, although he says Australia would maintain close links.
I told Her Majesty that in such a situation, Australia would remain a member of the Commonwealth of Nations and that the Australian people would warmly welcome visits to Australia by Her Majesty.
Police are today hoping to solve the mystery sinking of trawler off the Cornish coast. Detectives have ordered salvagers to raise the Pescado 2 years after it sank with the loss of 6 lives. The ship's owner believes it was hit by a submarine. A woman will appear in court today, charged with murdering her father. Keith Nicholson's burned body was found on moorland in North Yorkshire. A man is still being questioned about his death. Support for the Tories has nosedived in Scotland to its lowest figure ever. John Major's government is backed by only 13% of voters north of the border. Most offices are now smoke-free, according to a report out today. Only a minority of firms allow smoking at work, and now health zealots are turning their attentions on smoky pubs, with Edinburgh City Council threatening to prosecute those which don't improve air quality. Britain could be overrun by stray cats unless a comprehensive neutering programme is carried out. The Cats Protection League says unless more people give their cats the snip, as many as 7 million could be on the streets by the year 2010. Ted Danson has been named Best TV Comedy Actor in the American Emmy Awards. His role as bartender Sam Malone in Cheers gave him top spot 2 months after the series ended. Nigel Mansell has become the first British driver to win the American IndyCar Championship at the first attempt. Mansell overpowered the field at Nazareth in Pennsylvania to give himself an insurmountable 25-point lead with a race to go. Stoke City notched up their second away win in 4 days when they won 3-2 at Nottingham Forest. Mark Stein was the Potters' hero, scoring twice to inflict Forest's first home defeat of their Division 1 campaign. Lennox Lewis is poised to make more than £3 million for fighting Frank Bruno for the world title in Cardiff next month. Almost 20,000 of the 25,000 tickets for the fight have been sold, according to Lewis's manager, Frank Maloney. And the weather, mainly wet day across the country. Temperatures around 16 centigrade, 61 Fahrenheit. A high chance of rain everywhere. 8:02. Headlines at 8:20. Here's Chris and Gabby.
Thank you very much, Peter Smith. Gabby has deserted me for a moment, but more about that in just a sec. Morning to the girls. Morning, girls. Morning to the boys. Morning, boys. Morning. And morning to other people who are talking when they shouldn't be. Anyway, more about them in a moment. Now, in the papers today, Shaking Stephen's nut has been shown the green door by his fiancée after having Shaky's face tattooed on his thighs and arm. Terrible, terrible thing. A hard-up widow called Jill Hubbs took her hubby's junk to the Antiques Roadshow and was told she's a millionairess. The mum of 2, who lives on £68 a week pension, thought her silver snuff boxes and perfume containers collected by her late husband Harold were worth a couple of thousand, but silver expert Ian Pickford said it was the biggest find in the programme's 16 years, and Jill was told to insure them straight away for at least £1 million. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. What else is going on here? Oh, there's a story in the Today newspaper about computer love. Lovers will use computers to enjoy sex in 70 years' time. They will just slip on a special helmet and program in their favourite sexual experience, which will be relived by the brain. But it's not the brain that matters, though, is it, John?
Not really.
Oh, no, no, no. The same story's in the Daily Star, and then they take the whole thing a little bit further by telling us who the 3 top men's fantasies are. 3 top females. Di, Princess Di is the top female. Second is Samantha Fox, believe it or not. And third is Delia Smith. No. It's all in the Star, and who would argue with them? Well, everybody, I suppose. Now, the Mirror have a poll out today, money and how to make it. And there they list some very rich people. George Michael's fortune is now £35 million. It's official. Bono is £70 million. Anita Roddick with a Body Shop, £55 million. Richard Branson, £410 million. Wow. But they're amongst them all. Gabby Roslin is up there with £503 million. And she had a week off with no holiday pay last week. Now, today's question of the day is, what is it impossible to do? And Gabby has the answers with Badil and Newman, who are over there.
Well, first of all, Al, if you could join me, please, over here. Gentlemen, I'll come to you just in 1 second, so stand by for that. But Al, first of all, Caroline Jeffrey from Brighton says, it's impossible to walk if you tie your wrists to your ankles. We'll just try by holding you. You have to keep holding your camera, right?
All right.
See if it's possible. Is it? No, Al can do it. But also this one, Jason, no, stay like that. Stay like that. Stay as you were, Al. Jason Bates from Sheffield says, it's impossible to jump like a frog whilst holding onto your wrists and your ankles. Go on. Oh! Super Cam, he can do it. Okay, now we got one for you too. Paul Smith from Luton says, it's impossible to touch your left elbow with your left hand. One of you try that?
Left elbow.
No, that's the right one.
Sorry.
Left elbow with your left hand.
Yeah. No, I can do it with the mic though. No,
you cheat. But apparently it's even more difficult to lick your left elbow.
With?
No, that's your right elbow again. Your left elbow. Try and lick your left elbow with your tongue.
This is how he eats. I can't do it.
You can't? There we are.
Impossible.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Paul Smith, for those ones. Absolutely fantastic. With more of those, 081 985 1111 or fax us 081 985 2222. Now, I haven't said this for a whole week, so I'm going to need the card. Thank you very much. So clean out your ears, peel back your eyes. Let's uncover the stars in disguise.
Guess who's coming to breakfast today? Guess who's coming to breakfast?
I like a nice cup of tea in the morning. I like a nice cup of tea when I'm watching the Big Breakfast Show.
Guess who's coming to breakfast?
Oh yes! Who was it? Who were the people you could see and the person you could hear? There were 2 different people, and once again the prize is a pink TV. Oh no, it's 2 pink TVs because we didn't have a winner on Friday. So for 2 pink customised Sony TVs, who was that person? Call this number now: 0891 333311. Of course, it costs no more than 25p.
And with 2 pink television sets.
Okay, 2 people there. Who could you see and who could you hear? Guess who's coming to
Who was
breakfast?
it you could hear? I don't know.
Oh, we can't say anyway.
Okay, 7 minutes past 8, and for the second time today, we can all shout out, where are you, Pete?
Hi-ho, it's off to work we go. I'm on the A4 in between Bristol and Bath and Brislington. On a real black spot, my challenge this morning is to get rid of some of these characters. Can we do it? Let's have a go. This car is packed here. What's your name?
Neil.
Where are you all going, Neil?
Back to Wimpy.
Great. You don't fancy taking a dwarf with you, do you? No, I wouldn't trust him either. This man's car is empty. Prav, can you come through this way? Come round here. Hello.
Right, mate.
Yeah, nice to see you. Hey, my challenge this morning is to get rid of as many dwarfs as possible. Now, which one would you like to take in your car? Would you like Happy, Dopey, Sleepy, Grumpy, Bashful, Doc, Sneezy?
I'll take Grumpy.
Grumpy, where are you? Hey, are you in a grumpy mood this morning?
Yes, definitely.
Grumpy, get in the car. Thank you. Put your seatbelt in the back. That's 1. Only 6 to go. Hello. Are you lost?
No.
Well, I'm pleased I found you. Who are you?
Worcester.
Hey, you couldn't do us a favour, could you? Take some of these characters off my hands. Hey, oh, go on. Do you feel bashful? Do you feel sleepy or dopey? How are you feeling this morning?
All 3.
All 3, right, all 3 characters in the car, please. Let's have Dopey, Sleepy and Grumpy, and if Bashful can squeeze in, we'd be really happy. Yeah, just move the briefcase, there's £1 million in there, but it doesn't matter. 3 of those are going, I've got rid of 1. I've only got 3 to go. I might even get rid of myself. See you later. Woo!
See you later, Keith. I think he needs a cup of tea again. His throat's gone a bit husky. Now I've got somebody very special sitting on my lap. I am so delighted that he is sitting here. This is Rhys Daniels. We've heard about him in the news. He's had a bone marrow transplant and he's joined by his parents, and it's Oh, he's doing his makeup as well. He wanted to do his makeup. It is absolutely wonderful to have all three of you here, especially him sitting on my lap, may I say. Can you just recap the story for us, Barry? What is the disease that he has?
It's a rare genetic disease called Batten's disease, and it affects children in the late infantile form at about 3 years of age, and with fits, seizures, and dementia, blindness, and ends in death by the age of 7.
And this is what your daughter has. Charlie has it. She's how old is she now?
She's 5 now.
She's 5. And how has his treatment been? He had his bone marrow transplant. They were watching the show, and Bristol Hospital called up and said, we can give him the treatment. Yeah. What did the treatment actually consist of? What actually happened?
Well, it's quite a lot of conditioning treatment to start with. The first 2 weeks was extensive chemotherapy, and just basically running his immune system into the ground to introduce the new marrow.
How did you both personally feel? Because I know you did say to me that making a well child ill. How did you?
I think that those first 2 weeks was very hard because we was making him so sick, and we really didn't know what we was getting into. Obviously, it doesn't matter how much anybody explains to you what's going to happen. Those first 2 weeks were really difficult.
But how about now? He's out of hospital. Does he have to still go to hospital?
Yeah,
one day a week we're there for treatment. He's on drips for the day.
And how about the immune now? I mean, we're outside.
Yeah, we still have to take very good care of him. He mustn't go into public places where there's a lot of children. He must stay away from school. He could start
in the ambulance.
He could start play school now, but because of the mixture with children, he must stay away till about January time. And also public transport, we mustn't go on, or cinemas, big shopping areas. So still got to be very careful with him.
Now, you said to me once before that November will be a telling month because that's his birthday. Is that correct?
Well, December's his birthday.
Right, and it's the same age that Charlie.
Yeah, she began her fits.
Yeah, a month before her third birthday, so November would have been the time when perhaps he would have shown signs. But they're going to.
So how's it looking now?
Day 100 after transplant is towards the end of October. They will then do some tests, the first set of tests, to see if maybe they can see any signs of Batten's disease coming through and forming. But it's still maybe too early after the transplant to show anything. So, it's a waiting game and very anxiously, but we just hope that it's going to work.
What day are we at then now? You say day 100?
Day 66.
Day 66, so another 40 odd to go. You've dropped it again. Shall I pick it up, or do you want to get it? No, there we are. Daddy can get it. What advice would you give other parents? And we all hear about Laura Davis all the time. We saw pictures of her in the news. She's looking so much better, and obviously we all wish her well, totally well. What advice would you give other parents who may be struggling with what you've gone through?
This treatment, we've had a pretty hard fight on our hands, and this treatment being the first of its kind in the world for Batten's disease, we intend to launch a campaign later this year to help other families. So, we want to do as much as we can for other families. We know what we've been through, and through learning all the things that we've learned, we want to pass that on to other families.
That's wonderful. Well, best of luck with that. And again, let us know how he is. Day 100, give me a call.
Yeah.
Let us know here on The Big Breakfast. We wish you well, and it's fantastic that he's dropped. Go on, you get it yourself this time. Mummy doesn't have to keep picking it up. There we go. Thank you very much, Reese. It's brilliant to have you back with us here. It really is. It's 8:12, and now it's time for Super Hints. He's brilliant.
Super Hints, your indispensable guide to a better life.
Good morning. My name is Jane Few Brown. I am an interior designer to exclusive hotels in Europe, such as the Savoy Hotel in London and Reed's in Madeira.
And today's Super Hint is...
Most people, when they're at home making curtains, tend to start with the top, that is, the headings. My hint is that you should always start with the hems and the sides and finish off with the headings. In that way, all the little discrepancies in the fabric will be hidden in those headings.
Tomorrow on Super Hints.
Hello, I'm Ian Bruce, and I'm going to tell you how to get out of the house in double quick time in the morning.
Oh yes, it's 8:30, thanks for that, and we'll look forward to it tomorrow at about the same time. It's The Big Breakfast here, it's Monday. Don't watch any other show, there's no point.
Definitely not.
Today's question of the day is, what is impossible to do?
It's impossible to stand against a wall with your right shoulder and leg against the wall and lift your left leg. Try it.
Who says that?
And that's from Samantha Walker from Sheffield. Sorry, Samantha.
We'll just see.
From Sheffield, where our family.
Okay, right leg.
Yeah.
Right shoulder.
And gaze, and lift your left leg. No.
It says you can't do it.
Really?
It's impossible, yeah. You can't do it.
Samantha Walker, thank you for that
It's
one.
impossible. Gabby, I've got one for you here.
Oh, no.
Chris Mortimer from Swansea says it's impossible to brush your teeth vigorously without wiggling your bum.
Hey! Don't be so silly.
Come on. I've tried it, and he's right. That's the thing. That's why it's funny. Go on. Go on.
Come on.
Hey!
Give a hand wiggle.
Oh, John, that was such a generous shot. I can't believe it.
Oh, I love you, John. Thank you.
Keep your calls coming. They're fantastic today. 081985 111 or fax 081985 2222. What's it impossible to do? Today, we once again cut away though now, as we exclusively reveal the latest way to avoid a traffic jam. Now this is a motorbike driven by our man Motor Mike that he keeps in the boot of his car. It folds into a 110 centimetre long, 50 centimetre high bundle of fun. It's fully automatic and comes in a range of attractive colours. It has an on-the-road price of just £995. In Australia, people have found a fantastic use for this. If you go to a party in your car and get too tired and emotional to drive home, you call up this service and they come over on the little bike, put it in your boot, drive you home, then disappear in the same mysterious way they arrived. Fantastic!
That's amazing!
It is amazing. And here he is now, yes! Wow. The bike forms a collection of cool motorised little things, just arrived from Italy. Michael, you're distributing these, you've got them over?
Yes, we are.
Are they available in the shops now?
They will be as of this week, yes.
Okay,
Our first
as I
shop
say,
opens this week.
this is just part of a collection. This is £995. Here we have this beautiful, beautiful thing. Tell us quickly about this, Mike.
Right, it's 50cc automatic, very fuel efficient, about 100 miles to the gallon.
Wow, and neat and snazzy.
Yeah, you can even tuck your helmet in the front there as well.
Well, I think you have to do that. £1,600. How much is this one?
£749. That can be ridden as a normal bicycle,
yes,
or as a motorised unit as well.
Okay, this is like the motor bicyclette en France, and this is quite similar, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the gents one, that's the ladies one.
Okay, with the crossbar and without the crossbar. Thank you very much, Mike.
Thanks.
It's Mike and his amazing motorbikes. A beautiful, beautiful thing. Let's go back inside now and join the fragrant Ms. Roslyn.
Thank you very much. Right, the question about the clip is, what is love? But remember, don't phone. It's just for fun.
It is just for fun.
It's too real. Situation flammable. Love is, love is, love is.
Salon Selective's mousse for ultimate volume and styling control.
All
right, listen up. We have a fugitive that's been on the run for 90 minutes. What I want out of each and every one of you is a hard target search of every gas station, warehouse, farmhouse, hen house, outhouse, or doghouse in this area.
Harrison Ford is the fugitive.
When you've got kids under your feet and they want something quick to eat, just think McCain and save your day. 3 minutes here and you're awake. Quickety quick.
Microchips.
McCain may crinkle, cut or straight. Great from the box or on a plate. Try them once and it'll be plain. 4 microchips make them McCain. Quickety quick.
Microchips.
McCain microchips. Real chips. Crickety quick.
Even when you're having a good time, your skin can be having a hard time. But now, thanks to Nivea Visage, it needn't show. Our new Energizing Vitality Cream, with its unique nanosphere complex, carries active ingredients that work to moisturize your skin, enhancing its look of natural vitality. So you're at your best, wherever you go for a spin. New Energizing Vitality Cream, naturally beautiful face care from Nivea Visage.
Put a ring around your finger, ring pops, ring pops. My face has got the taste. New sour flavour,
What's that then?
Wow, that's sour power!
Oh yes, new sour raspberry flavouring pops from the ever so wacky workshop. Has your face got the taste?
Sour power!
Love is, love is, love is a big scary animal. A big scary animal.
8:19, welcome back to the Big Breakfast. I hope you're well this morning. The question about the clip is, what was love? And the answer, a big scary animal. And that was Belinda Carlisle and her brand... Ooh, there's a wasp! And her brand new single, and she's going to be on the bed with Paula tomorrow.
That was a comedy wasp. Pioneer. Cued, came in perfectly, couldn't believe it. Humans can't get the cue right, the wasp did. Fantastic. Coming up, viewers, in 1 minute's time. Only a fool would leave his television set, or hers maybe, but mainly his. Gabby licking a luminous lolly in the dark. After the news and weather with Peter.
Top stories this morning. Laura Davis's mum has been bombarded with hate mail as a little girl fights for life after a second transplant operation. Fran Davis says poisoned pen letters accuse her of prolonging Laura's agony. Hundreds of messages of support have been pouring in for Heidi High star Simon Cadell. The actor is suffering from cancer and is being told he only has months to live. A new law which allows boys as young as 10 to be prosecuted for rape comes into force today. Conservative MP Jerry Hayes proposed the legislation, which has the backing of the police. It's being claimed that Aussie Prime Minister Paul Keating nearly chickened out of telling the Queen he wants to make Australia a republic. Keating told the Queen of his plans during a barbie at Balmoral. Now the weather, a mainly wet day across the country. Temperatures around 16 centigrade, 61 Fahrenheit. Rain is very likely everywhere. 8:21, we're back at 8:40. Here's Chris and Gabby.
Thank you, Peter. Now, Peter.
Yes, Gabby.
Boys, do you ever have that problem where you just can't find your lollipop in the dark?
Oh, yes.
Every day.
Every day, Peter?
Every day.
Watch and learn.
I can't wait.
Laser lollipops. Could we have Joe the blanket keeper, please? If you could just put the blanket over me and over John.
Okay.
Could you? Yes, over. Yeah, ready? Okay. Never worry again, boys. Excuse me, just make it nice and dark in here. Okay, boys, this is how to find your lollipop in the dark.
Yeah! Oh, wow! Okay. So, clean out your eyes, peel back your ears. No, clean out your ears, peel back your eyes. Let's uncover the stars in disguise. Yes, let's play the game.
Guess who's coming to breakfast today? Guess who's coming to breakfast?
I like a nice cup of tea in the morning. I like a nice cup of tea when I'm watching the Big Breakfast Show.
Guess who's coming to breakfast?
And I'm sure you'll all be glad to know, especially you, Gabby, that they're now rewinding in VT for a slow-mo playback. Anyway, yes, if you want to win two pink TVs, I can't, two pink TVs, and you know who the person was that you could see there and who the person was you could hear, then you better dial this number now. 0891 333311. Not that anybody will be able to dial anything at the moment. Of course, it costs no more than 25p, and Britain should stand by for a lot of wrong numbers.
No, what's my mother going to say?
VT, ready? No, they're not ready yet, but they will be soon. It's 8:22, and time to shout out for the last time and get away from this for a moment. Where are you, Pete?
Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's
Wasn't
off
this
to
lovely?
work
Serenading
we go.
Snow White. She's a little bit cold. She's looking for the warmth
day
and the comforts of your car. We're on the A4 in Brislington. I've got Happy, Bashful and Sneezy to get rid of. Can I do it? That's my challenge this morning. Oh, there's a man on a bike. This way, Prav. Hey, you haven't got a spare helmet, have you? I'm
afraid not.
Oh, what a shame. It's not worth talking to you. What's your name?
Sean.
Sean, nice to see you, Sean. You're on the Big Breakfast. That's Happy there. Oh, look at this. A camper van. Can we get rid of the lot in one hit? The lights haven't gone green. Roll down your window. I can do sign language as well. What's your name? Robert. And who's that over the other side? Paul, where are you going to? Right, now listen, would you like to take to work with you 3 of the Disney characters? I've got Happy, Bashful and Sneezy. Would you mind taking some of them with you? Yeah, well, just for a ride. I've got to get rid of them. Oh, go on, there's room for one in the middle, isn't there? Yeah, OK. Who would you like? Happy? Anybody you like? Happy, get in there. I'm fed up with him. I'd be down to get rid of him. Oh, look at this. Very happy lady. What's your name? We've just got rid of Happy, Julie. Julie what? I've got 2 characters to get rid of. I've got to get rid of Bashful and Sneezy.
I can't take anybody.
Oh, come on, you're pretty Bashful.
I'm working.
Oh, no. One more. There's plenty of room in this one here. What's your name?
John.
John, I've got to get rid of 2 characters before the lights turn green. Can you take those Disney characters to work with you? Yeah, get in quickly, put your seatbelts on. I don't believe it, my challenge this morning to get rid of all the 7 dwarfs, I've done it. Come this way. Oh, don't worry, just get in. Get in, thank you, goodbye. Watch our camera and put your seatbelt on. Cheers. And that just leaves me with Snow White. Let's go and have a cup of tea.
2 sugars for Keith, 5 actually, I think. It's 8:24, big breakfast here, it's Monday, and I'm here now with the fab brand new family of the week. They are the Ashtons from Sheffield. Okay, you family. What are these shirts you're wearing, please?
Ice hockey shirts.
Ice hockey shirts, that's right, and you're all keen ice hocky watchers.
Yep.
Who do you watch?
Sheffield Steelers.
Where do they play?
Sheffield Arena.
And where are they in the league? Pardon? I've asked you this question once, come on. What's the answer? They've only played 1 game. Was the answer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How did they do last year?
Brilliant.
Oh, right. Okay. No position, just brilliant, viewers. Now, it's something very special that Sheffield fans do when they're watching their ice hockey, isn't it? Because it's big in Sheffield. What do you do?
Dance.
Dances, yes. Dad dances, mum dances, the kids dance, your granny dances, the whole world danceth when they watch the ice hockey stuff. What kind of stuff do you dance to?
Surfing USA.
Oh, well, it just happens we've got those 2 here right now. Oh, yes, thank you very much indeed. We have indeed. So how many different dances you got?
About a dozen.
About a 12. Okay. Well, if we give you Surfing USA, can you do a bit for us?
Yeah.
Okay, on your marks then. Surfing USA, here we go. They do this when they're watching the game. This is fantastic, isn't it? And everybody does this in Sheffield. Okay, that's beautiful. Is anything else going to happen, or is that it? That's it, okay. Well, not easy to learn, not difficult to learn, rather, that. That's good. Now, you do that in between the games, don't you?
Yeah.
When they're having the timeouts, they all entertain themselves with this, and the whole crowd doing it. It's a beautiful family thing. But what do you do when they score?
We dance to Snap.
Yes, they do. Well, let's just imagine that Sheffield have scored right now. Hit the snap. Is that it again? Yeah? Oh, all right then. I think Brian Rogers is called for in Sheffield for the next move out of those. Well, that's good, that's good. And you do that till when? Till whenever you feel like stopping. Till what? Oh, music stop? Okay, that's good then. That's when the music stops. Well done, that was good. And when do they play? What nights?
Usually at weekends.
Usually at weekends. That happens at the weekends in Sheffield. God, jealous? You can bet your life I am. Time to clean out your ears now. Peel back your eyes. Let's uncover the stars in disguise and we'll play the game after the break.
Guess who comes to breakfast today? Guess who comes to breakfast?
Hurry, hurry! It's the Crazy Crocos. 10 different classmates from Kinder Surprise.
We're the Crazy Crocos. We keep our teachers on their toes.
They're nothing but trouble.
We're the Crazy Crocos.
And they're hand-painted from their head to their toes. There are also over 100 other exciting toys to collect with Milky Chocolate Kinder Surprise. Ho-ho!
Snappy Crazy Crocos are 1 surprise in 3.
I'm wearing new Up and Go to help me with my potty training. I can do anything in them. Mountaineering, high jumping, reading. And they got this stretchy stuff called Elastic Fit, which keeps them really snug. So pulling them up and down is easy peasy. So, get up and go.
New Up and Go. Makes training easy peasy.
Don't just mask those problem pongs. Help wipe out those wretched whiffs and bacteria with new Detox Room Spray. At your nose, reach for the sword. Ah, what a lovely smell.
Guess who comes to breakfast today? Guess who comes to breakfast? Oh yes, it's time to guess who's coming to breakfast, 8:29, and here's David. David's here. David's here on the part of the show where you can win a TV, and of course, if you get this TV before tonight, you can watch him 10 o'clock. Big plug, go on.
10 o'clock tonight on BBC Two.
That's right, you see, because a brand new show's going to be on. But not just one TV, we're giving away 2 TVs now. So you could watch David and Rob on one and News at 10 on the other, maybe.
Is Gabby going to do that thing with the lollipop again at any stage?
Well, no, but we have it on tape forever, so
good.
Yeah, we can even slow-mo it down and everything, which we will. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Hello, who's a very beautiful thing, in fact. Who's on line 1?
Hello, it's Pauline from Chapel Heath.
Pauline, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Did you see the lollipop bit?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
Standing in the hall waiting for you to talk.
Pardon?
I've been standing in the hall on hold, so...
Oh, I'm sorry about that. What's your hall look like today? What colour are your wallpaper and carpet?
Oh,
and
the cheap old magnolia, I'm afraid.
Oh, really? Better than Anna Glipter, though, I think.
What's that?
Anna Glipter.
Is that what Gabby did?
Maybe, I don't know. We've got to see this one more time. You've got to guess who you can see and who you can hear, and David knows the answer, I don't. Here we go. Guess who comes to breakfast today? Guess who comes to breakfast?
I like a nice cup of tea in the morning. I like a nice cup of tea when I'm watching the Big Breakfast Show.
Guess who comes to breakfast? Brian Ferry looks like a tall Norman Wisdom in that clip to me.
You don't know the fact that it's Brian Ferry?
Oh, sorry, yeah, but I thought that was easy.
Possibly.
Yeah, everybody got that last year, but it was the voice they didn't get. But sorry, quite right, David. So who could you see?
Brian Ferry was the picture.
Okay, who could you hear?
And the voice was, Warren Mitchell.
That is incorrect, I'm afraid.
That's wrong. So fairly well, goodbye. Hello, who's on line 2?
Hello, it's Robert from North Chapel.
Did you see the lollipop bit, Robert?
I did, yes.
It's good, wasn't it?
It was great.
So, who could you see?
Brian Ferry.
That's right, yeah. And who could you hear?
I think it was Peter Cook.
No, it's a good one. It's very... Well, should I know? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hello,
No,
who's on
wrong.
line 3?
Hi Chris, it's Steve from Bicester near Oxford.
Hello, Steve. Did you see the
Yes, what a
Right,
turn
okay.
on.
Yeah, no, for 2 TVs, who could you hear? We know that it's Brian Ferry you could see now.
Dudley Moore.
That is complete.
Yes, you won! 2 TVs, ours are pink, no, yours are black. If you get the pink ones, will you send them back?
No, Chris, I won't.
Good, that's good. That's what we like to hear. Are you going to pop on the bed with Paula later?
I'm going to go on to bed with Paula, yeah.
After a bit of yoga, and also news about one of our crew being completely naked. But now this is Channel 4, and you're watching The Big Breakfast.
The Big Breakfast, yes. Unquantifiably huge.
Immense! Magnificent! Massive! Fabulous!
The Big Breakfast.
Now we're here again with our fantastic yoga experts, Godfrey and Keeson, who last week showed us some completely extraordinary contortions which thrilled the nation. They certainly stunned me for several days, and they explained that the key to yoga is moving with the breath, and it does wonderful things apparently for your state of mind and your love life. And so then we appealed to anyone at home who would like to learn yoga on television. We had loads and loads of letters from people who wanted to be able to do that thing with their legs around their neck like a scarf, but we chose Siobhan McGrath. How old are you, Siobhan?
23.
And what do you do?
I'm a market researcher.
Do you do much exercise?
None at all. Very unfit.
Are you?
Yeah.
And have you ever tried yoga before?
Never. But I've always wanted to.
But what for? Why?
To relax my mind and my body.
Right, okay. Well, Godfrey, what's the first lesson then?
Well, first, we're going to teach her the beginning of the sun salutation, which is a warm-up routine.
Right, okay. Let's have a look.
Okay. So what she's going to do is you just have to stand straight and then breathe out deeply. And then breathe in, bring your arms up alongside your ears. Bring your palms together.
Look up at the palms.
And then just exhale, bring them down again.
Breathe through the nose, lift your chin.
And then inhale, come up.
Pull your bum in.
As you exhale now, fold down
That's good.
to your legs.
When should Siobhan do this exercise then?
She should do it on an empty stomach, preferably in the morning.
And does it matter how far she gets down? Because I noticed she's got all the way down. But
No, it doesn't matter if
loads
you can't come all that way, just to move freely with the breath.
Right.
Look back at the palms. Lift the head, bring the palms together.
Is she doing well?
She's doing very well, yes.
Is she?
Only through the nose.
I think she's been sneakily doing
She looks like she's
exercise.
done it before.
Yeah.
Just through the nose.
Okay.
Inhale, arms
And
up.
would somebody learning yoga have to change their diet? I mean, do they go on diets?
You don't have to change your diet, but most people find they become sensitive to certain foods and they eventually stop eating them.
No, wait.
Okay.
Do it again. Inhale, arms up. Look at the palms. Look at the palms. Good.
How many
Keep the
times
arms
would you
up
do
and
this?
extend forward. Follow
You can do it as many times as you've got time for. You can do it. Traditionally, you're actually supposed to do it 108 times. But you can do it
108?
5 times, yes.
Okay. You've forgotten about the arms again. Exhale, arms down. Don't worry.
Siobhan, is it hurting? Because you've gone a bit red.
It's just the blood's rushing
Just
to my head.
through the nose. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Head back. Look at the palms. Look at the palms. Through the nose.
Now,
Exhale,
what's
extend
next week's?
forwards.
Next week we'll go a little bit further into the routine, which is a little dog sequence.
That sounds unmissable. The dog sequence. I can barely wait for this one. It's been. There's no need to all laugh. It's been rather wonderful seeing this. I can't wait for next week. Thank you very much, Siobhan. This is what you have to do actually now. Now, our question about the clip is, what sign are you? But remember, don't phone. It's just for fun.
Everyone's into horoscopes. You must have been a party. Is that a right pain? Hello? What sign are you?
Imperial Leather's range of shower gels, a little luxury in the privacy of your own home. Isn't that right, Mr. Trusso? Where's he gone?
Muller Light from Muller. Less than 100 calories, made to taste like more than 1,000.
The ultimate speed machine is born to be wild! The driver's head turns when you turn, and Tyco's rechargeable 9.6V turbo power makes it the fastest turbo hopper ever! New wild thing from Tyco.
For Nigel Mansell, it's racing excitement with speed sound. Nigel's in front. He roars past the control tower. Watch out, squeeze track. Nigel takes the lead. Last lap, approaching the checkered flag. He's won. New Formula Tyco speed sound with real racing sound.
The ambassador's receptions are noted in society for their host's exquisite taste that captivates his guests.
Ferrero Rocher.
Delicious.
Excelente.
Monsieur, with this Rocher already spoiling us.
Ferrero Rocher, a sign of good taste.
The warm bodies shine together in the darkness. The hand moves to the center of the flesh. The skin trembles in happiness, and the soul comes joyful to the eye.
Yes.
That's what I wanted.
I always wanted
I always wanted to return.
to the body where I was born.
There is a toothpaste and a mouthwash from Pearl Drop specially formulated for smokers to remove stains and freshen breath. If you smoke, try a fresh brand.
Everyone's into horoscopes. You must have been a party. Is that a right pain? Hello? What sign are you? Humpback Bridge.
8:38. Good morning. Welcome back to the Big Breakfast.
Oh, yes, welcome
the
back.
question about the clip was, what sign were you? And the answer, a humpback bridge. And that was a clip from one Jasper Carrot, out on video next week, 10.99.
Very funny man, Jasper Carrot. 8:38 is the time. It's Monday, you know. It is a Monday. It starts a brand new week. And today's question of the day is, what do you think it's impossible to do? Nick Todd from Shirley says, I think it's impossible to watch Gabby's laser lollipop demonstration without thinking of something else. What? Yeah, what do you mean? Anyway, never mind. 081951111 or fax 081952222. What else is it impossible to do? Now, Paul is going to be on the bed with David Baddiel and Rob Newman before the end of the show. Very exciting. Got their new show starting tonight. One of our crew, something special for them, and in just 1 minute's time, the very remarkable story of Lily the duck, who unfortunately thinks she's a little girl. But more about that in a moment.
Yes, and here's Peter now with the news headlines on the weather.
Top stories this morning. The mother of transplant toddler Laura Davis has been subjected to hate mail accusing her of prolonging her daughter's agony. But Fran Davis says she and her husband Les were right to allow Laura to have a second multi-organ transplant. A former defence worker stands trial at the Old Bailey today on spying charges. Michael Smith, a former manager at the electronics firm GEC Marconi, will be tried behind closed doors. Agriculture Minister Gillian Shepherd is being urged to make a strong stand on animal welfare when she meets European counterparts in Brussels today. Mrs Shepherd's been given a petition containing 400,000 signatures demanding an end to the export of live animals. The British TV thriller Prime Suspect 2 has won an Emmy Award in America. The show, which starred Helen Mirren, was voted the best mini-series. Now the weather. A mainly wet day across the country. Temperatures around 16 centigrade, 61 Fahrenheit. A high chance of rain everywhere. It's 8:40. We're back just before 9. Here's Chris and Gabby.
Thank you very much, Peter Smith.
Yes, right. Now, today's question of the day is, what is it impossible to do? Now, you got one there.
Oh, yeah. It's impossible for me to put... no, for you, in fact. Once I've put my fingertips together like that, to get your forefingers like that and try and push my hands apart via my wrists.
Really?
Yeah, impossible. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing, you see. There you are. Right, another one.
And Stephen Kirk from Belfast says it's impossible to hold your elbows together with your hands flat out in front of you. So if you do that and then...
Oh, they prize apart.
They do.
Sort of bedoing. Go on, bedoing.
I can't do it.
Bedoing, you see.
Can't
More
do
of those, please.
Try that one at home.
Although we seem to be losing interest in them for some reason. Don't you think so?
No,
not us, not you
like
and I.
them.
But the people don't care anymore. It's been it's been a good show, and you seem like your work's over and done with. Well, it's not. We've got 90 minutes to go yet, and I think we should bolster it up a little bit and talk about this duck.
Tell us about the duck, Chris.
Well, it's part of Me and My Pet, of course, our popular video slot, where we send a film crew out to your house to film a film of you and your pet. And this is the touching tale of Lily the duck, who thinks she's a little girl.
Hi, my name's Julie. I'm from Sappiston, just outside Bury St Edmunds. This is my pet duck, Lily. And between me and you, I don't think she even realises she's a duck. She thinks she's one of us. This is Robert, this is Laura, this is Becky, and this is our latest addition to the family. Her name's Lily. I found Lily about 7 weeks ago. I was driving home from a friend's house and a little lemon ball of fluff caught my eye. I jumped out the car to have a look, and there was Lily lying on her back. Gently rolled her over, and she stood on her feet and tilted her head back and quacked at me. I looked around for a while to see if I could find her mother, but the nearest reservoir was a couple of miles away, so she was on her own. I'm not really an animal lover, but I decided that I had to take her home and look after her. When I first found Lily, she was so small that she'd actually sleep in the palm of my hand. And to put her to bed at night, she slept in a little shoebox. The only way I could get her to stay there was if I actually slept with one foot out of bed and in the shoebox, so she'd think I was still there with her. Now Lily's eating food by the bowlful. She's now definitely gone a bit podgy, which is why we take her out for her daily exercise. Lily has got her own food, but since she's grown older, she's developed her own taste, and that's for the natural lettuce out in the greenhouse. Lily thinks I'm a mum. She follows me everywhere. I can't go into the bathroom, the bedrooms, anywhere without her. She's so nosy, aren't you? Lily loves to sit on our knee and watch the TV. While she does this, she nuzzles our hair. The children think her favourite programme is Neighbours, but they would. After I first found Lily, I felt that I should bring her down to the river, as she only knows me as a mum, and teach her some duckling things, like swimming, because she had no thoughts of doing that at all. When I first brought her down, she desperately didn't want to go in, so I actually had to get in myself and coax her in. So once we actually got in, she does manage a couple of little duck dives, and that's about it, really. She just wants to stay close to me. She wants to have nothing to do with the other ducks. We've even opened the old pond up in the garden for her to give her a little swimming area of her own, so she can go whenever she feels like. But we've tried putting a ramp in to give her a bit of encouragement, but she's not too keen. Go on then, Lily. Go on. Go and have a swim. Go on. Go on. That's a good girl. Go on. Spoken to various experts in the village on ducks and geese and whether she's a girl or a boy. Nobody can tell us anything. We've been through all the local library books and all we can find out is how to actually fatten her up for Christmas. Does anybody find anything about what sort of food? It's off.
That's library property, Lily. Lily's not allowed to sleep in our beds with us, so the next best thing is she camps out with us. As you can see, Lily likes it in the tent as we have great difficulties getting her back out.
And if that mockingbird don't sing, Mum's gonna buy you a diamond ring. I've already got 3 children and I never expected a 4th, but it looks as though Lily's here to stay now.
Lily, if you're watching, you're a duck, love. You're a duck.
Yeah, you are a duck.
All right, it's all right. Now, have you got any wonderful stories about your fantastic pet like Lily? Me and My Pet is the address to send it to. The Big Breakfast, 2 Lock Keepers Cottages. 04 Lock, London E32NN. We love those stories.
We certainly do.
Yes.
Do you want to start this on me?
No, you start it.
I'm scared.
Why?
I'm scared of this bit, viewers. Well, look, we've got Marie Claire magazine here. Does this mean anything to anybody in this room? Is there anybody? Mark, does it mean anything to you?
Just a little.
Mark, come over here. Let your cable down for a minute. You have this. No, have my seat, right. Mark, because I think you're going to need it. Mark, why don't you tell your story to the viewers? Go on.
Well, I was basically offered a job to do some modelling for Marie Claire, and they asked me to take my clothes off.
That's right.
So I did.
And what was the story behind it all? Because they were using amateur photographers.
Yeah, that's right. They wanted to see different people's attitudes to male nudes as opposed to the stereotype female nudes.
Yes. Do you mind if we show these?
Go for it.
Shall I?
Yeah, go on, Gappy. Here they are. Yeah, of course, we had to censor them a little.
What a sexy man.
After Gabby's exploits with the lolly, I don't know why we censored them at all, really. But anyway, if you want to see Mark fully fleshed and not at all clothed, then Marie Claire's the one for you. I tell you what, you can see how popular it was, because when we came in and said, have you seen Marie Claire magazine? Everybody said, I know, I got my copy. Everybody. Even the boys as well as the girls. Anyway, thanks, Mark, for that.
Yeah, go on. Let's do it.
It's 14 minutes to 9. See, he's an actor, Mark, and he does this in his part-time, but it's great exposure for him now.
The question about the clip is, where does the conductor end up? But remember...
Don't phone.
Just for fun.
It is for fun, yeah.
Get the Chart Show Ultimate Rock 2 at HMV. 30 monumental rock tracks. From the power sound of U2, In Excess and The Cult, to the legendary Free and Robert Plant. The Chart Show Ultimate Rock 2 on double CD and cassette at HMV. No HMV, no music.
Remind you of anybody's face?
Oh, that's cruel. Hey, where is Harold anyway? I haven't seen him all week.
Maybe his face exploded.
Why doesn't somebody tell him? Like what? You should do something about your zits?
I don't know. Maybe like slip him some Clearasil.
No one's gonna tell you to your face about Clearasil medicated cream. Its pore deep action dries out spots fast.
He's back.
Harold? Someone must have told him.
Get Cleara, stay Cleara, Clearasil.
Nestle Clusters. Crispy whole wheat flakes with chunks of walnuts, pecans and almonds combined in delicious nuggets.
All right, this is a hold-up. Don't shoot, don't shoot. Get your hands up nice and slow.
If you like nuts, you'll love Nestle Clusters.
I'll buy you a little something. What would you like?
Something exciting? A toy and some chocolate.
But darling, that's 3 wishes altogether. That's not possible.
But yes, it is possible. Kinder Surprise is excitement every time. A toy and delicious milky chocolate. Kinder Surprise grants all 3 wishes at once. Doreen's having her soaring.
Are you saying that I killed my wife?
I didn't kill my wife! Put that gun down! Turn around!
Harrison Ford is The Fugitive.
Everywhere from September 24.
Oh, yes.
8:50. Where did the conductor end up? And the answer was out the back door. And that was a clip from Twin Dragons starring Jackie Chan and out to rent on video next week.
Today's question of the day is, what do you think, what in your opinion is it impossible to do? And Stevie Price has called from Newcastle and says it's impossible to eat a sticky donut without licking your lips. So, Mum, we have a sticky donut. So, without licking your lips as quick as you can, if you like. Oh, okay. Right, go on, bit more, there's a bit more. And now this is it, wait.
No!
Totally impossible, good one, like it a lot.
Terry Broker from Thetford says, put both hands on the table and clench your left fist, leaving your wedding ring finger sticking out. Try lifting that finger, it's impossible. Dad. That one. Go on, now lift that finger.
No.
Not the hand, the finger.
Okay.
It is impossible.
It is impossible, and thank you once again for that astute phone call and facts. Now look, you don't care, do you? You don't care about the test, you just want to eat the donut, don't you? Okay, Joe, that's cool.
Enjoy your donut.
Now we've got to go upstairs because Paula's upstairs with her guest today.
Well, it all depends on which magazine you read, what you think about my next guest, because in some magazines they're just sort of sulky gits with too much attitude and sultry cheekbones and devilish love lives. And in other magazines they are, of course, the new kings of comedy. And this evening they have a new TV series starting. It is, of course, Rob Newman and David Baddiel.
Hello.
Morning.
Right.
Tell me a bit about your new show.
It's great.
It's some new characters. There's a character called Jarvis, who I play, who's a sort of aristocratic pervert who cruises Soho looking for homeless jailbait.
That's based on yourself, isn't it?
And there's the professors from the last series as well.
Yeah, I play a safety instructor character, who sort of kills a lot of people. That's about it, really.
And it's half it's those characters and half it's sort of there's David's flat and my flat, and it's all autobiographical, angsty stuff about our particular concerns every week as well.
Yeah. What sort of angsty stuff?
Usually a bit depressing.
I do a lot of stuff about how I can't sleep, and except in the morning, except round about now. This is round about when I sleep normally. And there's an awful lot of stuff about that. In fact, the whole of the first show is a complaint about having to get up to do the big breakfast. So, I'm sorry about that.
And what do you complain about? Is it there's no girls like you?
It's the first one. It's just the first one is about night. It's just it's about. Sort of,
I love it when I get a really lucid guest that just slides into their answers and just socks it to me.
Yeah.
Do you? Why did you change so much then from the last series, even though it was such a winning formula? Had you got bored?
We didn't change. So much. I mean, it's just that we were doing the show with another act, and it's difficult if you've got a particular style to keep that style throughout the whole show. If half of it is someone else, and we've just sort of pushed what we were doing in that to its further limits, and so it's a load of old rope as opposed to just some old rope.
Was it a very horrible breakup?
Oh, no, not really. No, because it was.
Well, I thought they didn't like you anymore.
I'm sure that isn't true. No, it is. During the show as well, it just felt like it was two completely different shows. They'd have their audience who liked them and didn't like us, and vice versa, you know, and that's fine, you know. And they've been very successful since, and I'm sure will be, you know.
Are you aiming at a different audience? Do you feel like you're getting a bit more grown up now, or not?
Yeah, we do. We're much more grown up now. We're aiming at like 14-year-olds now.
Yeah.
So it's more sophisticated.
Not really aiming at any audience. We just write it, and you know, we write what makes us laugh and what makes us sort of, you know, like to write about it, and then we hope there's someone out there who likes it, really.
Now, my husband yesterday got a letter from your producer saying that they wanted him to be on the show, but they said that you were the premier comedians of your generation. Do you know that he's sending this letter around? I mean, are you aware that he's sending this letter out?
He's
to
sending
people?
a letter even to people who don't want to be on the show, just to tell them that we're the premier comedians of our generation.
So that they can repeat it to other people.
Yeah, we're sending it out now. They'll come on the show, you know.
It's like a deal with Carling. We're like the Carling Premier League comedians of our generation. That's a football joke, right?
A rather poor football
joke. A
joke.
very poor football joke as well.
A bit better tonight. Now, the most amazing thing ever is that you're about to do Wembley in December.
Yeah.
It's very ambitious.
Well, Wembley Arena, not,
yeah.
you know.
Yes, you're going to play Wembley in the football.
It's a lot of people, but.
Has anyone ever done that before? That's not a pop star.
Not in this country. In America, like Steve Martin and Sam Kinison did sort of like Madison Square Gardens and stuff. But it's actually it's actually less people than we played. Sort of 3 nights at Hammersmith we did at the end of the last tour, and that's four, and that's the same amount of people as at Wembley. And actually, it's more intimate at Wembley because it's the stage in the middle, and you're actually closer to the back wall than you would be at Hammersmith.
Do you think you've always had a reputation for having lots of girl fans? Are they going to run at the stage during the first joke and throw their hotel keys and knickers onto the stage?
They haven't yet, but I don't think so. But,
well, they might do, but then again, it may just be us and 3 grannies there, and
the dog.
Saying,
when's the wrestling?
Yeah.
So it's Wembley in December, your new series.
Tonight at 10, yeah.
And are you going to be on tour as well?
Yeah, and tour goes to...
Don't just go mad here with the plug.
We might be on tour, we might not.
Well, I can tell you that I, for one, can barely wait to see it. Right. It's been a fragrant experience to be on the bed with you. And, of course, this is Channel 4, and you're watching The Big Breakfast.
Big one!
Tasty.
Breakfast, man!
There's nothing like a nice big breakfast to get you up
in the morning.
He's a funny bloke. The Wembley Arena, Bedelia Newman playing Wembley Arena. Good luck to them, guys. And put us down for a pair of tickets, because I'd like to see a comedy gig at Wembley Arena.
Yes.
10,000 people are going to be there. Pardon?
Now,
30
tickets.
OK, we're all going. That'll be lovely.
OK, today's question of the day is... What is it impossible to do? Annie Lannamore from Appleborough says, it's impossible to stand on one leg... Hold on. You all ready? Let's all do this together. Stand on one leg, OK, and draw a clockwise circle with the other leg and a figure of 8 with your hand. Oh. Your leg does a figure of 8. Try that one at home, why don't you?
You've got nothing else to do in your lives. It's also impossible to twiddle your thumbs in an opposite direction.
Yes.
It's impossible. If you try this.
The concentration.
Right, you can't do it because you go that way and then you end up following each of these things. I don't know how you do it. I've never seen any...
I can do it.
Can you do it?
There.
Hey?
I'm doing it in opposite directions.
Wow. Paula! Paula! How did you get downstairs so quickly, and why?
I skidded.
And why? Why did you desert your guests so speedily? Come on! Were you scared of them?
Yes!
Scared of Rob and Dave, I don't know why. It's 2 minutes to 9 and here comes the final headlines and the final weather avec Pierre.
The closing headlines. The mother of transplant toddler Laura Davis says she's been receiving hate mail. Fran Davis says some people have even accused her of letting doctors experiment on her daughter after a second multi-organ transplant. A woman is due in court today charged with killing her father. Keith Nicholson's burned body was found on moorland in North Yorkshire. A man is also being questioned. A report out today says more than 1 in 10 people now have a mainly vegetarian diet, and sales of lamb and beef joints are at their lowest for over 50 years. Now the weather, a mainly wet day across the country, temperatures around 16 centigrade, 61 Fahrenheit. A good day for umbrella salesmen. And news happening later, top cops give their response to the Sheehy report on the police. Arson prevention experts report on fire raising in schools. And civil servants compete to see if any can write in plain English. That's it from us. Have a good start to the week. Here's Chris and Gabby.
Thank you very much. And Paula and Rob and David are back now. You know she's scared of you, both of you. That's why she ran downstairs, because she's scared. Why are you scared?
I don't know, I just couldn't take the pressure.
Well, come on, let's not be scared. Rob, come over here. Sandwich Paula, there you go. She's scared again, aren't you? You're scared again. You think they're going to write a joke about you? Well, they're not. Anyway, she looks lovely today, Paula, which is important. On tomorrow's show.
Who's your guest tomorrow, Paula?
My guest tomorrow is the scintillatingly conversational Belinda Carlisle.
Thank you.
Why doesn't she mean that, do you think? OK, what else is on? Nothing.
Oh, all sorts of things. Cowboys.
Have a great Monday.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye-bye.